The worst year for a lot of us for our mental as well as physical health. So joining us this morning is best-selling author, coach Lisa Goldenthal.
Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa G, your host. You're at the top of your game, yet the game is changing faster than ever. Strategies that got you here aren't the ones that'll keep you here. The pressure is relentless, and the fear of obsolescence looms large. That's why I'm here. Welcome to the new podcast series, Disrupted: How to Be Gritty and Unlock Performance in Business, Mindset, Wellness, and Success to help you master disruption.
Thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon. So let me ask you something. When your team hears words AI implementation or digital transformation, what is the look they give you? Is it excitement, or is it the same look people give when the dentist says it'll be quick, which is never true? We pretend the resistance is about the technology and say things like the interface is chunky or the data migration is hard. And that is rarely the truth. A VP recently told me that he thought his team hated the new AI tool. Turns out they were using it at home, just not on their laptops. They were afraid to use it at work. Why? Because at home, nobody sees them make a mistake. At work, a mistake looks like incompetence. Can you relate? And what is the funniest face you've seen during a tech rollout? I want to have some fun here. Drop it in the comments. Let's jump into fear of looking stupid is one of the most expensive line items on your P&L. History is full of companies that let fear lead. Look at Kodak in 1975. An engineer invented the digital camera. When he showed it to leadership, they said, "It's cute, but don't tell anyone." They were scared it would eat the film business, and we know how that turned out. That choice cost them everything. That is what fear does. It blinds leaders to opportunity. On the other hand, look at Pixar. During Toy Story 2, the entire movie was accidentally deleted, but the team didn't hide it. Someone raised their hand. Immediately, they saved it from a backup at an employee's house. If the team had been scared to speak up, that movie might not exist. The difference was not the tech. It was safety. You need that psychological safety. So have you ever seen a team cling to the old way, even when the new way would save them hours? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear from you. And let me know how AI adoption is going for you so far. I personally love AI, but you need the human element. It's not it's and humans. So how do you build that kind of safety? Most leaders announce new tech like they're delivering commandments. Here's a new CRM, go use it. That kills adoption. Do you agree? When Satya Nadella took over Microsoft, he changed one thing. He said, we're not know-it-alls anymore. We are learn-it-alls. He even admitted in public meetings when he didn't understand something. He asked beginner questions on stage. So when the CEO can be a beginner, the junior analyst feels safe too. Your job is not to be tech support. Your job is to be Chief Confidence Officer. Do you agree? And let me ask you, what is one tool you rolled out this year that still feels like a heavy lift for your team? I'm going to check all the comments. I always reply to you guys and I appreciate you for being here. Here's my favorite example. When Alan Mulally took over Ford, company was losing billions, yet every executive showed him green light charts. Everything looked perfect. Mulally asked, "Are we really losing billions with nothing wrong?" Silence. Then one leader showed a red light. He found a defect. The room froze. They thought he was dead. Mulally clapped. He actually clapped. He said, "Thank you for that visibility." That moment saved Ford because truth became rewarded, not punished. When your team struggles with AI, do you roll your eyes or do you clap? I want to hear from you guys. Let me ask you this. Would your team raise their hand if they made a mistake, or would they hide it until someone else notices? And here is the thing. If your AI rollout feels like pushing a boulder uphill, ask your team these 3 questions. 1, what's the dumbest thing this tool is making you do? 2, if you break something, are you scared I'll be mad, or do you trust that I'll help you fix it? Or are you afraid of that? And 3, who here thinks this robot might come for their job? Hopefully you'll get a laugh, then you can get the truth. You cannot automate trust, and you cannot code culture. Drop a C for culture if you agree. Here's the bottom line. Technology is fast. Humans are slow. Your job as a leader is to build the bridge between the two. That bridge is not built with tutorials. It is built with psychological safety. If you want your team to be leaning into change instead of bracing against it, drop fearless in the comments or DM me for an assessment call, or I can send you my leadership IQ test, which helps you turn fear into fuel. Do not be Kodak. Be the leader who claps when lights turn red. I'm Lisa G. Thank you for being here. I will see you soon.